this trip I left from home in Agua Dulce, went on PCT south through Vasquez Rocks to Soledad Canyon, and then up the edge of the San Gabriel Mountains to the North Fork Ranger Station, and then followed the trail up and over Pacifico Mountain. Went up for sunset and then back down into a campground, and then back up and over again the next day, and ended the day at where Angeles Forest Highway crosses at Mill Creek Summit. It's the fire station. It's a fun day and night and day. Got sun dogs. Been seeing lots of this. It's leftover markers from a trail race last weekend. I've been removing them. Usually trail races are good about sweeping up their garbage. Sometimes the occasional marker remains. Yep, seeing a whole lot of this from the race last weekend. I think they could have swept a lot better. I've been collecting them. There's Mt Gleason, Messenger Flat, Messenger Peak. Gonna head for the tent site that's right there, the campground at Messenger Flat. Might stop there, might go up to the peak, might continue on toward Mill Creek Summit, and tomorrow carry on up Pacifico. The cave is around the corner there. It's a great cave for getting shelter from the sun midday or a place to bivvy at night. The trail just comes up here. And there's a trail down there. From down there you can see the cave. Just saw 3 women section hiking northbound. They're doing a few days from 3 points to Agua Dulce. They've been sectioning from down at Campo, 450 miles away, for a while now. I think a couple years. They go out and do a few sections a year. It's cool. They seem to be having a good time. They said they saw 12, did they say 11 or 12? I think she said 12 southbound through hikers yesterday. So the bubble is for sure passing. That's usually about as big as the southbound bubble gets, like 10, 12 people a day. So I don't know that I'll see any because I'm moving southbound also. So there's a good chance I won't see anyone. Maybe if I continue through the evening into the dark, I might pass people who've stopped to camp for the night. But I don't suspect I'll see southbounders. There's Mt Gleason, Messenger Flat, Messenger Peak, and the ranger station's up in there. The trail winds its way up there, and then you move all the way up to the peak. So I'll try to get up there for sunset. It's funny how many people miss this. There's even like comments on the Far Out app like, I don't see it, I think it was stolen. And I'm like, yeah, steal that. It's funny, but people just walk right past it and don't notice it. Just go swoop right by it. So that was the completion marker. So that apparently, I wonder what direction. It was probably this whole section coming over and it ended, coming over and ending here. That maybe people used to have to do a road walk or something. And then when that was made, it was apparently, I guess, the final kind of section of trail that connected everything. So there wasn't any more unconnected sections. I think it says like 1993. At the old KOA camp. Some cold treats. Let's check if the hose is on. If the hose is off, normally that's on. Good thing I saved my water. Take a break here for a bit. Still maintain my half-hour pace. This tap was working, so I was able to get some here next to this TP. Second lollipop. This one's pineapple, the other one was mango cream. And heading back to the trail and heading up to the ranger station. This looks awesome. Like circle of lights here. They must do like a Halloween walk or something. Yeah, it's all plugged and there's lights. That's cool for the campground. They must do a little Halloween walk. It's so cool. I love it. All right, back on trail. Take this 8 miles up to the ridge, to the North Fork Ranger Station. Peaceful trailhead, pit toilet, garbage, sunny shade. And back on trail. Getting closer to Mt Gleason. Gotta get up to the ranger station over there. Maddox Canyon's right down here over this hill. It's a nice place for a break before the 4-mile climb back up to the top of the ridge. Break time. So that's Maddox Creek Canyon. The trail comes up and over and drops. It's really nice in the spring. This is all green and the creek is flowing. So it's awesome, nice, fresh, cool water. You can hear it babbling all night long. There's a whole bunch of tent sites. It's a cool spot. I like to come in the winter and then spring before the thru hikers start coming through. And yeah, it's nice. It's like 12 miles from home. But what's cool from Indian Canyon Trailhead at Soledad Canyon there, it's like 4 miles to here and then 4 miles up to the ranger station. So it's like you can do an out and back day hike or up and down and camping out. You know, there's lots of options. There's tent sites at the top also by the ranger station. All right, here we are up on the saddle. There's the pit toilets. Here's the sign. Campground, day use area and picnic tables. That's the North Fork Ranger Station and the water is behind that. The trail comes out here and keeps going up that way, so a lot of people tend to miss the water, which is behind that big propane tank. Here's this cool rock slide area. It's just this one little core. Sand on one side, sand on the other. But just rock. Would have been interesting to see this happen. I'll go, I'll get water. I'm about 1.5 miles from water. Get water there, and then carry on up to Messenger Flats campground. I think I might stay there tonight. I might drop my bag and go up to the summit for sunset, and then go back and camp at Messenger Flats. It's all basically Messenger Peak up here. You can't see the top of it. Trail cuts around it to Messenger Flats on the other side before going up Mt Gleason. All right. Water source is flowing. Sorry, bird. Oh, I'm gonna take off my pack and go up there and film. Dug this out a little so it's easier to hold a bottle under it. Has a little more height. Clean this up a bit too so it's got better flow. And dug that down so it just carries on down and doesn't fuck with the path. So yeah, this water source is primo. Alright, stayed here longer than I should have. I cleared a bunch of debris going up this water source so that it flows better, and then dug a reservoir here so that it's deeper and you can actually fit like a bottle vertically, and then dug a trench so that it would flow and not just back up with sediment. Also straightened out the trail coming up to this here. Can't help doing a bit of trail maintenance. I am a trail maintainer after all. All right, cool. Let's get out of here. Time to get up to the campground and the summit. Oh, I love that view out into the desert. Just these corduroy hills, scrub mountains. Okay, there's Messenger Peak. We came from there. There's the sun. There's Mt Gleason. We are in Messenger Flats. You can see Mt Gleason, Messenger Flats, and Messenger Peak from 90 miles up that way on 395, 395. This side of 395 at Red Rock Canyon. You can see the entire profile of the San Gabriel Mountains, and this is the last significant sort of shape, obvious shape to the west end. Cool. We got sundogs again. There's one above. Two to the sides. It's cool. There's Acton down there. All right. There's really the only like face of Mt Gleason. Trail keeps going up that way, and then we go up the back slope. There's Mt Gleason, Messenger Flats campground. This is cool. Messenger Flats campground is open, but the road is closed. So this is maintained, but it's hike-in only because the road from Mt Gleason has been closed since the station fire in 2008. If you can believe that. 14 years. More, 16 years? Holy crap. Unbelievable. This stuff just burns and then never gets fixed. But we just lose and lose and lose. But at least this has been maintained and is a walk-in campground now. Pretty cool. You can stay here for 14 days. Okay, this place is full of face gnats. No mosquitoes, but face gnats. So I'm gonna dump my bag. You know, I don't feel like dumping my bag. I think I'm just gonna carry on, then I'll come back. I don't know. I saw a car go by. People break the gate locks. Alright, leaving my pack in this bear box. I'll be coming back and camping here somewhere for the night. I'm gonna carry on just with what I'm carrying up to the summit for sunrise, eat some dinner. Let's go. This junction with the trail and the summit path and the rock cut. You could camp up here. Alright, let's get up the path. There you go. PCT continues here. And it swings around and goes. And then this is not PCT, this is just the summit footpath. But you can also go up to the summit and then just take the road down and meet the trail on the other side. The trail just zigzags and side hills around the summit. I'm gonna go up, have dinner, and then go back where I came from down there at Messenger Flats campground. All right, that's good enough for me. The actual summit's a little further. It goes down and then it goes up. There's nothing significant there. I just wanted to get up and get some sunrise, sunset. Then I'm gonna go back down to where I was camping, where I'm gonna camp. Looks like a car down there. As long as I stay over there and don't go to the campsite. These fools are literally driving up and down the closed service road and hunting from their truck. They break the locks to the closed service road back down at the road entrance at Mill Creek Summit, and they come and they drive up and down the roads and hunt from their cars. Okay, I'm gonna go down to the campground and get my stuff and then come and stay up here. This is a nice spot. And it's line of sight to Acton and wow, actually, yeah, Acton and Palmdale further up. So I got signal. Nice spot under the tree on the saddle here. Let's do it. Footpath to the campsite. Alright, back down at Messenger Flats campground. Yes, I mean, no one's around. There were no hikers behind me. I was just a little worried about trucks of hunters if they were to come and stay here and think this was abandoned. Back up to that bivvy spot before it gets dark. All right, back on the trail. All right, back at the bivvy spot. Bit of air starting to move around, but that's okay. Find a flat spot and start setting up. Nice. Piled up some pine duff here by my feet and by my head so that underneath everything I'll have a nice contour. It's a giant pine tree. There's millions of pine needles. I'm not changing anything. Most people camp there anyway. Okay, breakfast time. Got a nice spot here. Busied for the night. Grab some breakfast here and start moving on. Alright, this is me. It's been good, thanks tree. It's a nice spot up here on the ridge. You can see people have used it. You can see Acton and Agua Dulce on the one side here all night. And then I could also see the San Gabriel Valley down there, the lights, and the lights of Los Angeles, the night glow. Light pollution. But it's nice here. So head up Mt Gleason and carry on to Mill Creek Summit to the fire station. I think it's like 11, 12 miles really from here. All right, back up on the saddle here for Mt Gleason. This again is PCT goes that way before it snakes and then side hills across the summit towards Mill Creek Summit. And there's a footpath up to the summit. I'm gonna go back up to where I was last night. I dropped my MCT oil. Actually, I want it so I can put it in my breakfast. There it is. Nice. That's easily 400 calories fat right here. MCT oil. Put that in my breakfast. Alright, now I carry on. Breakfast smoothie. Look like dirt bikers have been tearing up the track. Mt Gleason came up from the other side. Trail came down that way. Around here. And now we carry on. Wow, this smells fresh. Like it smells like lumber, really pungent. And look how bright the color is. It's not faded at all. That's wild. I wouldn't be surprised if that fell within the past few days. There's Mount Pacifico. Trail goes down to Mill Creek Summit, and then it starts climbing up Pacifico, and it skirts the summit and flops over the backside. It's about 6.5 miles to the summit from Mill Creek, the trailhead there. All right, there's the fire station. Road here, Angeles Forest Highway goes over this crest here. This is the desert side with Acton over there. Goes over the crest down towards LA. And then yeah, there's a little day use area on behind further up from the fire station. There's a spigot at by the pit toilet. I'm gonna end there. Called for a pickup. I'd had my fun. This is a cool traverse. If I went up Pacifico, I'd have to like come back down to get a pickup again. Otherwise, I could go over to 3 Points, which is 15 miles, but the drive to get picked up from there is way farther. It goes so far out of the way. So yeah, since I'm gonna get picked up today at some point, I figure I'll just do it here and call it. But it's been nice to be out. It's been good to have a look at the trail, catch up with some of the southbound bubble. I logged some trees in my notes that need to get removed that I can send to my crew chief for trail maintenance. Overall, a fun tour. Mill Creek Summit. There's a day use area there with pit toilets. People do trail magic here sometimes in the shade for the northbound. Fire station's up this way. It's not where the spigot is. Far out is inaccurate. The spigot is at the day use area behind the fire station. Pony Park day use area. It's a little parking lot with a pit toilet and a spigot. Pony Park day use area. I'm done. Got a pickup coming. This is fun.